The world's first and only computerized conveyor system for the checking in of books began its run in 1994. Well, perhaps the newspapers were exaggerating a bit. However, first or not, the Huntington Beach Library in California had blazed the trail. Not only did the system check in books, it conveyed them to processing areas and sorted them by categories. Now later, I'll be telling you about the first non-computerized conveyor system for books. But for now, here's a video that honestly has seen some wear and tear over the years that was prepared at the time to explain how the conveyor system worked. Now, it was sort of aimed at children, although everyone knew that parents and their children and other adults had their own questions, and they could find a lot of those answers right here.
Once upon a time, at a very big library not far away, the people who lived there decided to make it bigger and better. And where they once pushed, pulled, and tugged their books wherever they went, they decided that now they were tired. "Let the books come to us," they shouted. And as quick as you can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, the books did come. They didn't walk. They didn't fly. They rode. They rode? Yes, they rode on a conveyor belt. Reada heard of this belt, and one sunny day that rascally sea serpent said, "Show me this belt. No one has seen a conveyor in a library. No one in the whole wide world. Let me see this belt." "We will come too," said Reada's friends. So off to the library they went. "Who knows about this conveyor belt?" asked Reada at the friendly reception desk. "George," said the smiling lady. "George, the conveyor brain. He lives in a secret room in the bottom of the library." "Then I will talk to George," said Reada, and off he went. Reada found the secret room. It was small and noisy. "I don't see a brain or even a George in here," said Reada. "Maybe he's in here," said Rusty as he opened the door. "I am here," said George. "Up here. Look up. Those are my control circuits." "We came to find out about your conveyor," said Reada timidly. "Certainly," said George. "I will tell you everything, Reada. Look here. The conveyor belt is really two separate belts, one for adult books and one for children's. People put books in the outside book drop or in the inside book drop, no matter. The books ride the belt. The adult books go to adult pre-shelving. Children's books, of course, to children's pre-shelving. It's a very long, long trip. The books like the ride, and the humans aren't as tired anymore. Come, let me show you." "Let me return my book," said Reada. "First at the drive-up book drop outside." "One book at a time, Reada." "And then at the inside book drop." "Hey, that's easy and fun. But where did they go?" "First, they must slide down shiny metal chutes," said George. "They slide down, down, until they find the belt. Then they ride." "Whee!" said Reada. "Be careful, you rascally sea serpent," scolded George. "Conveyors can be very dangerous." "I'm sorry," said Reada sadly. "I'll be careful." Reada rode and rode and rode and rode. "What's that?" asked Reada. "My electric eye. If too many books get together, my eye turns the conveyor off so they don't get hurt." "Oh, look at the silver rollers," said wide-eyed Reada. "That's the accumulator," said George. "Achoo! easy accumulator. Those wire gates above the rollers separate the books, allowing just one book at a time. It's safer that way. Why do they go clang, clang, clang? The gates have weights on them to keep bad books from turning the gates over and stopping the belt.
Sounds like a train,
said Rusty. Careful, Rusty. Those micro switches tell the gates when to open. Don't break them. Reada rode some more.
What's that X doing there? Asked Rusty.
That's not just an X, Rusty. It's a laser beam. From those lasers up there. Every book in the library has a barcode and a sort code. My lasers look at these codes and tell me which bin to put the book in. Here, I'll show you. Now the book travels along the belt. When my laser reads the barcode, it sends it to me, so I can tell the library computer to check the book in. When the laser sends the sort code, I can tell the correct diverter to divert the book into the proper bin. Diverter? It's a pusher of sorts, said George, like this. Don't get too close, Reada.
Oh!
Will you be a good sea serpent, please?
Yes. But what makes the diverter work?
Air. Lots of air. Pneumatics, we call it. My compressor blows air all day and most of the night.
What happens to these books at the end?
Asked Rusty. The lasers didn't read both the sort code and the barcode. Humans check them in manually. Rough sort them in pre-shelving. Then take them to the stacks to be shelved.
But what if there's trouble? Asked Reada.
You can push that red button by Rusty. Or, Reada, go ahead, pull that emergency cord. The belt stops instantly. To start it up again, when the trouble's over, just turn a key. Well, I've got to be going now. I've shown you everything.
Thanks, George. Yeah, thanks.
As Reada checked out some books, the rascally sea serpent was very, very happy. There was a conveyor in a library, and it was Reada's library. And Reada had seen it all.
Sadly, the grand experiment just couldn't last. Although the system worked quite well when it was working, blazing a trail can bring unanticipated problems. There were frequent breakdowns and, of course, maintenance costs. There were complaints from library patrons about the conveyor noise and the banging of books as they dropped into bins. It was just too much. In less than a decade, the conveyor system was turned off. Now, the first book conveyor system began construction in 1897, when the Library of Congress moved from a room in the Capitol building to a new building 1/4 of a mile away. To appease legislators who didn't want to walk that far for a book that they needed, a 1/4-mile tunnel was dug and constructed. And with the help of baskets, trays, cables, wiring, pneumatic and mechanical devices, all powered, by the way, by electricity, the conveying apparatus, as they called it, continued into the 1960s before it was shut down. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and maybe give us a thumbs up. Have a great day and an even better tomorrow. Bye.